What's up, guys? Legendary Sports Organizations. We're back at it again. I'm LAJ.
And this is young Peter.
And this is Marvin.
So this is week one is officially over. Marvin, our NFL expert, is gonna break down everything that went down in the NFL.
All right, so there's a rumor going around that the regular season for the NFL has started. I don't know if you guys can confirm this for me. If so, we need to go tell the Cowboys because apparently for them it hasn't started. But we'll get past that. We'll get past that Trent's team over there in Dallas.
It's 1 week.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh
but
man, they played horrible, man. That
yeah,
team is like, oh man, it's so bad.
yeah, I saw those highlights. And but here's the thing: 1 week in the NFL, there's only what 16 weeks. That's like
Yeah,
in MLB, it's like I don't know, like 2 months, 2 months of MLB play. So they're like pretty
I mean, if
much
you're comparing it to MLB, it's like okay, it's a different story.
yeah, yeah.
But still, I feel like with and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel with the preseason, especially with so many starters sitting out, that first week is just I guess their preseason for
You're
many for the
right.
starters because a lot of them don't really play those games in the
Yeah,
beginning. Am I right,
yeah.
Marv, or am I wrong?
yeah. They usually sit down.
Yeah,
E-
so it's more for those backups to really show, hey, I want in on this roster. I need that roster spot. Those
Mhm.
guys who are desperate and who are even end up on the practice squad. So honestly, don't fret, and like it's only 1 week,
Yeah.
especially for you Cowboy fans, Mark. It's okay, it's only 1 week.
Yeah, I'm with that one. I'm with that one. It's only been 1 week. It's only one game. You'll be all right.
So the, now, so I'll push my sadness to the side. And good news for LA Rams fans. The team is looking amazing. Just trounced on the Raiders. It was a close first half, but once that fourth quarter kicked in, it was the Rams became the Rams. That high octane offense, that stout defense that we believed was going to happen with the additions of Sue Peters and Akeem
I mean,
Talib. Yeah, that team just showed up, and I have no doubt that they can get to the Super Bowl. Like this Rams team is legit.
Ooh.
And just a quick note on the Rams. This is what I always like, just to put into perspective, LAJ. This is what I always tell you that I want the Dodgers to do, and it's exactly what the Rams did. The Rams saw this is our moment. We have one arguably a top three running back in the league. We have a great quarterback. Both guys still on rookie contracts, so we can pay other guys. Like the Rams saw that this is our time to win, so they pushed all their chips in and pushed all their money in there. And the Rams are serious. They want this Super Bowl, and they can make it. Like they have a legit shot.
I mean,
Now
it's fair.
over
Yeah,
across
yeah, yeah, yeah. I see it. I see it.
I mean,
now,
let's touch on this a little bit more. So the Rams win the Super Bowl this year, and with I have to call them the Vegas Raiders, obviously now leaving California. Is this gonna be now Rams country basically? Because I
Y-
still hear
y-
Raider Nation out here
Yeah,
still loud and strong.
yeah,
But what?
yeah.
Tell me, is it gonna be now Rams country? Because I can't say Rams Nation because like nah, I'm not trying to play on that. I gotta say like Rams country or
It's
City of the Rams, something like that.
yeah. What do the Rams fans call it? I forgot what the Rams fans call it. Um, Rams Central.
We gotta hang out around some Rams fans with this
Yeah, yeah.
guy.
And that's also the thing. Like, what bar do you go to that you can say, oh yeah, that's a Rams bar, or that's where you go for Rams games? Like I could name three off the top of my head, and Peter and I have been to one Raider bar that you could walk in there and you're gonna get shanked 12 times before you reach the bar, but that's a
That
Raider
is if
bar.
you're going in the opposite team's colors. Do not be dumb. Wear black.
Or
It doesn't
silver, yeah,
have to be the Raiders. Just wear your black, and then
yeah,
you'll be fine.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like that.
But Marvin, from your perspective, from a person that knows NFL and sees you're in it, do you consider this a Raider or Rams city?
this is all right. So I'm gonna give you two separate answers. And no, it sounds confusing, but I'll clarify. Los Angeles will always be Raiders town. Like the Raiders can go to the complete opposite. They can go to Maine, they can go to Rhode Island, they could go to New York, they could go cross country, and it's still going to be an LA team essentially. Like LA, it's just hardcore Raider fans over here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the second part to that answer is that it's going to seem like a Rams city because the Rams are great. The Rams have they're legitimate Super Bowl contenders. I actually have them going to the Super Bowl, and you're gonna have the casual fans, the bandwagon fans, and you're gonna see flags all over, just how we saw it with the Dodgers last season. Like, 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 where'd all these people come from? And we see it with the Warriors. Like, where did all these Warriors
Yeah.
fans come from? You're gonna see that with the Rams. So it might look like it's a Ram city, but that's just people hopping on the wagon. But essentially, this is still Raiders Nation, Raiders Town. LA it's Raiders. Like the
Okay.
Raider fans are hardcore. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's a sense that I get. I mean, honestly, I don't know a Rams fan. Like personally, that I've hung out with or I could call up, I have on my phone. I don't have. But Raider, yeah, yeah, I go with my
Yeah,
neighbor fan.
yeah, that's that's the thing. It's like a lot of Raider fans, but maybe just because of the time period and while they were out in St. Louis, but you don't know really too many LA Rams fans. Like it's not really a thing. But we know damn we know one thing for damn sure. This is not a Chargers town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Charger fans, but wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if you saw I don't know if you saw this at JMR, but the Kansas City Chiefs, and I know those fans travel well, they done took over that Kansas City.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. And it just brings back that question was like, why did you bring them over here? Like that's one of those ones where like, why did you really think it was a good idea to bring the Chargers to like
Well, okay, so I understand now. See, I have to start reading NFL, which is something I don't like. But from my understanding is in order for the Rams to move to LA, they needed a second team to come into LA, and when they built that new stadium, they needed a second team to
hmm
be part of that stadium. So it didn't matter if it was the Raiders, it didn't matter if it was just a chart. And a second team needed to come with any team that decided to come to LA. And the Rams were very fortunate because St. Louis had a lease, and it was just like a whole mess over there in St. Louis and that stadium. So the Rams just decided, you know what, we're done, bye. And I mean, I guess, but I'm with you, Marvin. I could see exactly what you're saying. The Rams could win a championship, and it'll just be like still Raiders, Raiders, Raiders. I think it might be pop culture. It might have been the NWA that might push the Raiders to be the number one team in LA.
Because another thing too is people from Los Angeles. It's not a hop on the wagon thing, but
Mm-hmm.
people like myself, we just support LA teams.
Yeah.
I'm not a Rams fan. I'm not a Chargers fan. But if they have a legitimate shot, I'm gonna cheer for them. I have a Rams jersey. I have my Tom Brady jersey ready to go. But I'm not hopping on their bandwagon. It's just it's an LA team. I'll
Yeah.
cheer for them.
that's how you gotta explain it to people. No, 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 no. I'm a Cowboys fan, but
Don't
I
let the
support my LA
jersey.
teams.
Yeah. Don't let
I
the.
support the team. Don't come in a bandwagon, fool. I'm that. I get you. I
Yeah,
got you. I got you.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, but as Peter touched on it, it's a sad situation for the Chargers, man.
It is.
And players have said it themselves that players have called out the fans, like show up because it's home field advantage for the other team.
Yeah.
Like you can clearly, it's not like maybe they're just wearing a different color uniform of the home team. No, there was nothing but a red sea
It
all
was
across the
great.
StubHub Center.
You're
So
just asking.
there's
Well,
no like maybe it's an alternate jersey. No BS. It's all Chiefs fans everywhere,
since when do the
and
No, and you're
Chargers?
that's
playing
how it is.
16 games. You're
I'm
playing
I'm more than
16 games,
I'm more than
and then
sure.
you don't even have a home field advantage.
I'm more than sure like for me, if I would have watched a Charger game, I would have been like, since when do the Chargers wear red jerseys? Like the whole stadium is full of red jerseys.
Yeah, it's sad, but I actually have a feeling that there's a good aside from losing that first game, but it's just because they lost to the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill, Alex Smith, those guys went off. But I think there's a legitimate shot at there being an all LA Super Bowl. Like I
Ooh.
firmly believe that the Rams to me they can cakewalk to the Super Bowl if that team stays hot. But the Chargers it'll be a little harder because the Chargers they're gonna have to get past New England first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a little tougher for the Chargers, but the Chargers have a great defense. They have a high octane offense. They can do it. They have the team to do so. This first game was very unfortunate. Yeah, their wide receivers, Keenan Allen, Williams, they're great receivers who just unfortunately dropped a lot of passes, which is uncharacteristic of them. So I'd be careful with the Chargers. I wouldn't put them away just because their fans are crap in LA and they lost that first game. So I'm saying
Can you
right now,
imagine that though for a minute? Can you just imagine that for just a second though? That if that does come true, where it's an LA Super Bowl, like just wow, like just wow. Like
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it now. I'm just like, damn, that would be something.
that would be
We wouldn't
something.
even be thinking about this just a few years ago because we didn't have a damn team.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, that's
Now we
crazy.
got two.
Yeah, that is crazy. And then Marvin over here dropping Woj bombs like that.
Dropping knowledge.
The Chargers could be in the Super Bowl. That's wild.
like, it is a legitimate thought. The only thing is New England
New England.
exists. Tom Brady is like 80 years old, but he's still quarterback. Bill Belichick's still alive, coaching the team. As long as those two guys are on that team, New England's always gonna be the team to beat. But Chargers have a great team, so I'll say it right now. There's a good chance that there's an LA Super Bowl.
Okay. All right.
That would be amazing. Like,
Yes, it
oh
would.
man, just
That would be
being
amazing
able
on
to
so many
rub
levels.
it in. Just being, I cheer for none of those teams, but being able to rub it in to New York and Boston and all these guys.
Damn. That would be some wild times. And it would be even more crazy just to hear the Chargers winning a Super Bowl before the damn Dodgers get to the mother. I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed. Oh my god.
Oh man, but tell us more about what happened in the NFL.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I'm gonna give us a little retard alert
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
off of that Chargers Raiders game. Just a quick little retard alert off of there. But John Gruden, brand new coach, a shiny new contract. Because of him, he was a factor. They traded away Khalil Mack to the Bears.
Oh,
A top three, if not the best, at least top three defensive lineman, pass rusher in the league, without a doubt. He gets traded away for 2 first-round draft picks and then a second and a third pick. So it's a good return for the Raiders, but you let go a once in a generational player.
are you
Right after the
being
game,
sarcastic or are you being for real?
I'm being for real.
Oh
So
man.
What? You never heard of Khalil Mack?
No, I've heard of Khalil Mack, but like the return though, like
Oh yeah, no, and they gave them a second round pick. Hey Jay, the Raiders gave the Bears a second round pick.
uh,
I'll touch on that a bit if you guys want me to. Why I think it's a good return. But
okay.
nonetheless, I'm just gonna a quick little retard alert for John Gruden because right after the game, so one of member of the media asked John Gruden what was the issue, why did they go off in the fourth quarter like that, pertaining to the Rams, and John Gruden understand gave a serious answer and he said we don't have a pass rush. And right away, it's like you idiot, you just like. Do you not remember, like, less than 72 hours ago, you let it go? But he complained that he didn't have a pass rush. I was like, come on. Like,
Oh
I think that's
no,
trolling. That's trolling. That is some trolling.
no.
He cannot be serious because especially the day prior or even in that same broadcast, he said that Khalil Mack did not want to play here. Like BS. He just didn't want to pay up. Just be honest about it. He didn't want to pay up.
No.
The guy was gonna start making McDonald money right there, and you weren't even trying to give him that.
Oh my
You
God.
traded him away. So you traded him away, and now, I mean, heck, his debut with the Bears, I mean, it was a loss still, but just come on, man.
Yeah,
An
man.
interception, a strip sack, and what was it?
Fumble
He had
recovery, forced
a fumble
fumble,
recovery. Thank
defensive
you. I'm like,
touchdown.
yeah. So yeah, the Bears got exactly the player that was advertised, and it's just now, like you said, it's wait and see and what these draft picks they eventually end up getting, or what range. Because if the Bears lost like the way they do, that could be a very high draft pick.
Yeah. The only thing is the Bears' offense is a little.
Terrible.
The Bears' offense is, yeah, it's like, for lack of a better term, terrible. But the defense is coming together, so they might still be, this next season possibly a top 10 pick. Uh, After that, maybe a middle of the pack pick. But alluding to what you said earlier, how if I was being serious about the draft picks being good, you have to think of it this way. I firmly believe that John Gruden looked at his Raiders team and he saw that the team is not good. The team is missing a lot. And John Gruden himself said, this is a rebuild. We're going to rebuild this team from the ground up and we won't be contenders in a couple of years. Like John Gruden said it himself. This is a rebuild project.
I just heard all the Raider fans just go out thinking that they were Super Bowl contenders, and then
Mm-hmm.
hearing that is like,
Mm-hmm.
rebuild, really?
Yeah.
Especially with
So the, yeah.
wow.
Yeah, the thing about the Raiders, you don't need a completely rebuild. You have your quarterback in Derek Carr.
Yeah.
You have a good wide receiver in Amari Cooper. Now your running back, Marshawn Lynch, is a little old. That defense is a little old. But
Who
like
still
I said,
carried all the Rams defensive line for
Oh
that
yeah, for the first
touchdown.
touchdown. Oh damn.
yeah, yeah. So
Y'all got it.
like I said, I firmly believe that John Gruden looked at his team and he said I firmly believe that John Gruden thought that that Raiders team is missing too many pieces, and they're old. They're, I believe, the third oldest team in the league.
Oh damn.
And Khalil Mack, at 27 years old, by the time this Raider team becomes a serious contender, let's say 3, maybe 4 years down the road, Khalil Mack, he's going to be 31, 32 years old, and he's not going to be the same guy, and they can't use him the same way. He's not going to be able to get the same return. So it seems like it's a pretty smart move of John Green to say, okay, like by the time we're contenders, he's not going to be the same guy. He's not going to, he's not going to be this dominant defensive lineman. So trade him away, get some draft picks, and rebuild. So I do like the move, looking at it that way. If you
Okay.
just look at getting rid of Khalil Mack for draft picks, it is dumb. It is one of the dumbest trades in NFL history because you just don't let go of a player like that. But if you look at it in context and you see that just the Raiders are going nowhere, so might as well trade them for draft picks and
Ooh, he
help
said they're
rebuild
going
their team.
nowhere.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
yeah, it does seem that way. I mean, they just paid Gruden a damn Brinks truck. They just pulled up a Brinks truck right at his house, and
Shout out Isaiah Thomas.
he was cool. I mean, I think as as just a casual fan, I thought the energy that he brought and the excitement and the camaraderie that he brought with his team, it just feels right. It's just are the fans willing to now go through the rebuild? That's the process. I mean, they got good pieces, but I feel they could have got more for a once in a generational player though. But in your context,
I
Marvin, I do see it.
Yeah, because the other way to look at it is the Raiders right now, even if they kept Khalil Mack, like I said, they're an old team. They're not that
Hmm.
great. And in your own division, you have the Chiefs, who you're not going to be better than the Chiefs. The Chargers, who you're not going to be better than the Chargers. The Broncos, I don't know. I don't know about the Broncos. My decision on them is still up in the air. Like their quarterback situation, who knows what's going on there. But just in their own division, I don't even see them getting in the top 2. They're at least getting third in their own division. Then if they get
Ooh.
out of there, you're facing other teams like New England, the Steelers, these
Oh,
high performance teams. So there's a point where you just have to say, we're not good enough. Just give up, rebuild your team, and go from there. But
So they're trusting the process now. I see.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, like I said, they have the quarterback, they have the wide receiver, and John Gruden is an offensive guru, so
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt about that side of the
Spider
ball. It's
White
just the
Banana.
defense. Yeah, I know the majority of those draft picks are most likely going to go to the defense side of the ball, but nonetheless, like I said, the whole Raiders situation, it just depends how you look at it. And
Uh,
other news around the league, I'm sure you guys might have heard. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers against the oh my god, I just forgot who they played against.
The Bears.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Khalil
the Bears.
Max.
The Chicago Max.
Struggle Max. Yeah,
That's all they have right now. You know,
players fell on top of Aaron Rodgers' leg while he was on the floor, and it looked pretty bad. You know, it looked like something broke, like just the way that leg twisted. But so they took him into the tent and carted him off the field. At least see a player going off the field in a cart, you know that's all bad news.
Yeah.
But somehow, Mr. Superman came back, led him to a tremendous victory, a comeback for the ages, and now everyone's kind of praising him. But now he's questionable, most likely doubtful for week 2 against the Minnesota Vikings, who they're really going to need him for.
Yeah.
mhm.
So that's a big blow, definitely a big blow to the Green
Green
Bay
Bay
Packers
Packers.
because
To the
especially with
Green Bay
that
Rodgers.
huge, yeah, especially with that huge contract they just gave him.
Yup. There's no discount double check on that one.
Hey! He was worth every damn penny. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah,
Especially being
yeah,
that's my quarterback. Yeah, my
yeah.
quarterback.
And kind of sticking to Los Angeles theme, we have a ex-UFC quarterback Sam Darnold, who played his first career regular season game against the Rams on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first play of the game, he did the most Sam Darnold thing he can do. He threw it across his chest to the opposite side of the field, up in the air, and the wide receiver came by. I mean, the cornerback came by, intercepted, and ran it back for a pick six. So not an ideal start for Sam Darnold's NFL career. First throw of the game is a pick six. Nonetheless, he shook it off. We've seen it. We've seen him, and praise him for doing this many times at UFC, where he makes a bad play, shakes it off, and it's like it never happened. And
Yeah.
he ended up having a pretty good game, nonetheless, against the Detroit Lions, who suck. So we don't know. So we can't really judge him off of this performance. You know, like that team is very bad. So, but nonetheless,
Oh,
he had a
but
good game.
did you see that broadcast?
I didn't.
You did? Okay, so I'm gonna jump in real quick on this just because of the way what I observed. Those fans like they're excited. You know, it's the first game of the season. I think Eminem even greeted them for the opening and yet you give up 41 points with it, and I swear it's like fans were just like booing. I saw fights on some IG videos where fans were just fighting each other, and I'm like, bro, that's what are you doing? Then I told myself it's Detroit.
What I did see is that one guy flip out, like he was watching the game, and he just flipped out and started, yeah, you gotta get your shit straight. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of this. And he kicked the table. He was with his friends. Yeah, I remember. I saw that.
But yeah, it was such a somber mood, and you're talking
Yeah,
about a rookie QB going in your house and then putting up those numbers, and wow.
yeah,
So yeah, no, I had to touch up on that because they play in my division, and it was nice seeing that. I'm not gonna lie, it was nice seeing that.
yeah.
Just a song, just a shade.
Starter.
The Steelers and Browns tied.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Browns did the most Cleveland Brown thing they can do. The Browns went full Brown, and they browned it. But with the pretty like what's considered a chip shot field goal in the NFL, and they get blocked. The field goal gets blocked by Watt, by T.J. Watt. Like, how sad is that? You're
That
gonna
is
win the game against the Steelers and you screw it up like that. So complete misery continues. You know, it's not a win, but
Yeah,
it's not in Los
yeah,
Angeles. I guess they can celebrate that.
yeah, yeah. So I guess there's a
Yeah, but they
parade.
can't get their free beer. Like this is the thing. Bud
Oh,
Light is
that's
gonna
right.
give all the Cleveland fans free beer. They all lock those coolers if they finally get a win.
Imagine all the people that,
And
yeah, yeah, free beer. So, do you feel that Baker Mayfield will make a start anytime soon?
I don't think so because the Browns are being careful with him.
Okay,
This is what would have been good, for example, for someone like Sam Darnold. This would have been good, but the Jets don't have anyone else really, so he has to start. But the Cleveland Browns, they're keeping Mayfield on the sideline until he's completely ready. They don't want to just throw him out there because we've seen it hurt quarterbacks. And the quarterbacks they come out, they don't do well, and it messes with their psyche and their development, and it ends up hurting their development. So the Browns are saying, you know what, we're going to keep Baker Mayfield on the bench. He's going to keep learning from Tyrod Taylor. In the meantime, Tyrod Taylor's he's a good quarterback. He's not great, but he's good. He'll get them by. They're not expecting to win the Super Bowl, so he's what we call a bridge quarterback. A quarterback that
that'd
can
be
keep you
something.
afloat. Yeah, he's just a quarterback that's going to keep your team afloat until the rookie is ready to go. So I like that move. You know, Baker Mayfield, like I said, to me he was the best quarterback coming out of the draft this season, and I believe he'll have the best career. But there's no reason to throw him out there. The
okay.
Browns, like I said, he's not going to lead the Browns to the Super Bowl. The Browns are not contenders. They're an exciting team to watch, but that's about it. So why throw him out there into the Lions and potentially get him hurt?
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair to say. So here's some things I want to ask you for next week's for week two. I want to give you or if you have any like the teams in front of you, what your wins and who wins the game for that day if you know if you're willing to do that. Like so let's do some week two winners and lose winners predictions. Marvin, give us a couple of games and we'll try to pick out the best winners from those games.
All right. So first game I have in mind is the Sunday night matchup, and it's a historic rivalry between the Giants and the Cowboys. The Cowboys are playing at home, so I will take the Cowboys over the Giants on this one.
I'll go Cowboys too. Peter?
I'm gonna go Giants. I mean, Barkley going up against that Jacksonville defense and still putting up those numbers. I mean, come on, the guy's
Ooh.
got to show me something.
All right.
Next up, we get the Falcons versus the Panthers. Now, take in mind they are playing in Atlanta. Panthers, a stout defense, some injuries, but all those guys they're most likely going to play. And Falcons, one of the most high-powered offenses. So this can go either way. It's going to be weakness against weakness, and their best against the best. So I'm going to take the Falcons on this one.
Peter?
I'm gonna go Atlanta.
I'll go Cam Newton and the Panthers.
And next up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Another great game with two high-octane offenses facing off. So this is easily a game that can go in the upper 30s for both teams. But even though Pittsburgh is at home, I like the Chiefs because they have a slightly better defense than Pittsburgh, and I feel like that's going to make the difference. So I'll take the Chiefs.
I'll take the Chiefs as well. What about you, Marvin? I mean, Peter?
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. I mean, it's they're at home and they come on tying after last week. They got to come out with a W.
Yeah, they're probably hungry too. Juju Smith and Ben, Big Ben.
Brown.
You're right.
And for our last game, or our last pick of the week, we have, to me, the marquee matchup of the week. It's the New England Patriots versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, if you don't remember, this was the AFC Championship last season. And, of course, the New England Patriots came away with the victory. And this Jaguars team, the defense is just insane. Like, that defense, just to put it out there, Blake Bortles is their quarterback. And they got to the AFC Championship because of that defense. So that's how great that defense is. But the Patriots are the Patriots.
Yeah.
Even though they're playing, even though they're playing in Jacksonville, and Jalen Ramsey right now the best corner in the game. That guy's no joke. If you guys don't know who Jalen Ramsey is, check him out. He's the funniest guy. He talks trash to everybody. He doesn't care who you are. He's gonna talk trash to you. But I'm taking the Patriots over the Jacksonville Jaguars in this one, even
Pe-
though it is at Jacksonville.
Peter.
I'm gonna go Jacksonville. I just figured out that matchup last year, and man, they're right there.
Yeah, yeah, they were right there. I think they come back with that same hunger and that same it sticks to a player's it sticks to a team's head unless you're the Los Angeles Dodgers and you're playing the Houston Astros and you just might as well just bend over and lose.
Or
But
the Cincinnati Reds.
Or
uh,
the Reds.
or the Reds, yeah. But
Especially if the Reds are not in the playoffs.
Hey, those Reds look like they're going to the World Series the way they played the Dodgers. But um, I'll go Jacksonville. I go Jacksonville just looking for that redemption. Like they were that close.
If, for all the casual NFL fans, you just follow your team. I urge you guys watch this game, New England versus Jacksonville. Watch it because, like I said, Jalen Ramsey is the biggest trash talker in the league. He's so fun to watch. He's amazing. He's great. Definitely the best corner in the game, and he put it upon himself. He said he will cover Gronkowski all game. So Gronkowski is one of the most unstoppable forces in the league. This guy can catch it with three dudes on his back. He will come out with the catch. But like I said, Jalen Ramsey, this dude is a baller. Best corner in the game. And that's going to be a hell of a matchup to watch.
All right, I'm excited for it. I'm that casual fan you're explaining. So I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm sold.
He's mansplaining to you right now.
Are you assuming my gender? How do you know my binary force? Oh man, but that's some great insight. I mean, it was that's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like that. So I really can't wait for week two to begin and that Jacksonville Patriots game. That's definitely something I'm gonna grab some popcorn for and just the subtitles on. Hopefully I can catch some cursing or cussing. But there you have it, guys. Marvin, thank you so much for the NFL analysis and the breakdown. Week one was pretty much a success. It was exciting. I'm not a huge NFL fan, but I'm starting to become one. So with that, I'm LAJ.
This is young Peter.
And this is Marvin.
So you guys make sure you follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Legendary Sports Organizations, memes, info, breaking news, videos, all that stuff, highlights. You'll catch it there on social media. So with that being said, you guys have a great day.
Good night,
Have a
everybody.
good one.